Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TARDIS Zone. While we were doing our last little live stream over on the Irish Geek, I got sent a message off. Marty about new stuff on Gallifrey Base. But before I start, I just want to say I was alerted that another YouTuber out there was actually covering this stuff. Now, I watched the video. They did mention that it was coming. That I was reporting on it, but it was coming from Gallifrey Base, but wouldn't give the person that was on my channel the recognition for actually bringing this to our attention. So I'll say to that YouTuber, William, who, when you're doing videos, yeah, I know you don't like me and stuff, but you must give credit to the person that was on my channel, which was Marty. At least give him credit for finding the original source post instead of claiming that a friend of yours alerted you to my stream. Nobody did no such thing, because I know for a fact you're checking out my channel, just like all those other Jodie Whittaker fans. Yous all dismiss me, but I know yous all watch me videos. So don't be going out yous are bull crap and saying that a friend of a friend told you about this stream. You found out yourself and you decided not to give the person that's on my channel credit for actually finding this information. Now, Marty has an update for us. There's some new information that's coming out on Gallifrey Base. I'm about to bring Marty on, so I'm going to send him the email there. But I'm sick of this. Other YouTubers covering stuff are not actually giving the proper recognition to the people that should be given the proper recognition. And I'm also annoyed as well that when people do cover the news, especially my source information as well, they're not actually giving all the details. They're only giving bits of the details, which is unfair, and I'm not getting credit either. And that's annoying me, because I work very hard to get all this source information for you, and then someone goes along and does a stream and doesn't even, they're not even putting out the right information, or they're getting it mixed up, and that's bang out of order, right? You've got to give Marty the credit. He's the one that found it on Gallifrey Base. He's the one that found the thread. He came onto the TARDIS Zone, right? You mentioned the TARDIS Zone once, right? Then you proceed to say that this could be all bull, which we say on the channel anyway. But you give the person who brought it to my attention the credit, which you never did, which you think is actually scummy. You shouldn't be doing that as a YouTuber, right? Marty, I did send you the link, pal, an email. So check your emails there, pal. Let me know if you got it. If not, I'll put the link in the chat there. I'll just bring you on. This is just going to be a quick video, because we're going to be streaming later, and both of us will have a bit of a discussion on the rumors that you have. I see them here anyway. I have them here, but what I'll do is, Marty, I'll let you read it out, because you're the one that has been finding this stuff on Gallifrey Base for us, so we can report it. So thank you for that, Marty. It's just a pity that there are some people out there that won't give you credit, mate, for finding this, and they're trying to pretend that a friend of a friend of a friend told them and all of this rubbish. It's like they will never fully give this channel credit for anything, or even digging up dirt or digging up new information, because they're that pathetic. Thank you, Daniel. I really appreciate that. It's the YouTubers on the other side I'm really talking about when I say about these other YouTubers. They're absolutely disgraceful. They won't give me any sort of credit, or give anybody that's associated with this channel any sort of credit, because they hate me so much, and they're taking all the credit themselves, which is even worse. So let's bring on our guest. It's the one and only Marty. Can you hear me, pal?
Hello. How are you? I can, surely. Did you hear me?
I'm not too bad. Yeah, I can hear you. You're breaking up again as usual. You've no avatar on your screen. So normally when there's no avatar, it does it's a very bad book. While we have you here, because we're only going to do this for half an hour, because I'm going to be streaming later. Do you want to read out what you've discovered?
Give me 2 seconds. You know what I'll do? I'll drive through the phone again. Maybe
Right,
that'll work.
I'll tell you what I'll do, actually, even better. You know what? I'll screen share what Marty actually sent me. So, there, he swapped over. There you
No,
go.
is that any better?
So let's talk again.
Hello, is that any better?
Yeah, it is. Right, do you want me to screen share this stuff, or do you just want to read it out?
I sure screen share it if you want. Go ahead, go for it.
Right, we'll screen share what Marty sent me. So we'll go into Marty's. Hold on, we won't show you his name, obviously, but we'll go in and have. I'll get the specific post up. But again, as I said, if you're going to be covering this, anybody out there, make sure you give Marty some credit there. I think it's absolutely disgraceful that there are YouTubers out there just because you don't like me. Okay, this is Marty. He's part of this community. He has always went and had done a bit of research, and he always comes up with stuff like this. But I'm not going to have people starting to claim that a friend of a friend and all of this rubbish. I'm sick of it, right? I know you don't like me, but give bloody Marty the credit at least. Absolutely disgrace. I'm sick of the way people are going on. Don't like it. It's ridiculous. You should be getting the credit. You know, you found all of this. Nobody would really know about this because nobody else is reporting on it. Only me and that other channel. So, I mean, you know, a bit of decency there. As I said, I know you don't like me, but give fucking Marty the credit that he deserves. Right, we're going to screen share this first one anyway. Here we go. So you won't see our name. So, right. So there it is there. So it's from Monkey Beard of Rassilon, and it was posted today at 1:35 p.m. And there it is, the Gallifrey base water cooler thread, S&S General Part 2. So they say, I've heard a rumour that each episode of Series 13 will be 65 minutes, and Doctor Who Confidential is back. Now, we did speak about the last rumours that Marty brought to us. There was a talk of a change of a format as well, but we'll start with this one first. So we heard a rumour that episode of Series 13 will be 65 minutes long, so over an hour, and Doctor Who Confidential is back. I mean, right, okay, let's start off with the 65 minute long thing. Well, he already does, if I'm correct. Chibnall's episodes have been slightly over 55 minutes, so I mean that doesn't seem anything new to me there. But Doctor Who Confidential coming back though would be big news.
Bit of a stretch. It's depends on how they do it. Obviously, we don't know if this is true, but if they do it, I could see them. Maybe they'll probably put Confidential on the iPlayer because it was normally on BBC Three, but I could see them sticking it on the iPlayer. That's probably, or maybe YouTube. Maybe they'll do that on the YouTube page. Right.
Yeah, we'll read the second part, right? So, and then we'll see what Marty. Then we'll get Marty's overall view. So while we put each one up, we will. So it says here, it's Monkey Beard again. Sunday the 21st of March, FA Cup quarter final, live on BBC One. Q Gary, hear the whisper. Now, again, March is coming up again, right? We had a March 8th date. Now we have March the 21st. And yeah, I mean, Q Gary Lineker. Well, it's either always after Wimbledon, isn't it, when they make an announcement? But because it's later, it could well be. But that's an interesting one, Marty.
Yeah, it's as I say, this guy, Monkey Beard, he's a bit of a teaser. Some of the stuff he puts up, you sort of don't know whether he's saying it as his own predictions or if it's something that he knows and he's hinting at, because he's done that before where he's put up stuff and he's sort of hinted at it, but he's never directly said that this is happening. Right. He sort of always teased the fans, you know.
Has he, by the looks of things on Gallifrey base that you've been able to see, has this this person had any hit on any stuff that they've put out in the past, or is this a
Oh,
relatively
this
new?
is the guy. This is the guy I was telling you about that knew about Sacha Douan at the Timeless Child. This is the guy.
Oh, this is the guy himself.
This
Okay.
is the
Well,
man
then
himself.
that
Yeah,
is interesting.
this
Right.
is the
Well,
guy
hold on.
himself.
One, two. So we got one more here. So this is the last screenshot that we have here. So we will share it there. I'm doing it one by one because I'm being careful about sharing. Like he's no Marty, but I'm being careful about not sharing his account because you know what people are like. So Monkey Beard and Rassalon, the full stop guy or gal on Twitter has now said that the next showrunner is going to be a woman. If you know enough darts, you will eventually hit the dashboard. I think in this case they are spot on. Not at least because I heard exactly the same last year. 8th of March is International Women's Day. Again, 8th of March is at the oh.
Yes. Now this is the next bit I have to inform you of.
They
There.
could be about to announce a female showrunner. Now,
Yeah.
I will say we covered on the news, and I actually have a video up Maxine Alderton to be the next showrunner of Doctor Who.
Now,
And that's who I think was rumored at the time. But
well,
who is this person saying?
this person is saying Maxine Alderton. Maxine Alderton's name has been floated around here now. There is a rumor. I will provide you with a screenshot shortly if I can get it for you. But basically, it seems to be what people are starting to add together here is that they're going to announce on the 8th of March that Maxine Alderton is taking over from Chris Chibnall as the first female showrunner of Doctor Who.
On International Women's Day.
Yeah, that's they would time it would be the kind of day they would pick for that too.
Right, so I have to ask the obvious question, right? If she does get the job, right, do you think she's going to cast a woman?
I don't know. I mean, do something. She's only written one episode, right? And what I
Yeah.
will say about it actually was a half decent episode. I actually did like that one. She wrote the help the Villa Dianati and the with Percy Shelley and the Cybermen and all. I actually really liked that episode. But you can't base somebody of one episode. She might write an episode now. I know she is supposed to be writing for Series 13, so she could write an episode now for Series 13 and it could be crap. So,
Right.
but I think if you're go ahead.
No, I was just going to say there, right? So people call me, all sorts on this platform. They accuse me of making shit up. So as you can see there, 1 year ago, I put up a video when I had me camera, by the way, and my nice little haircut there. Maxine Alderton, new showrunner, Series 13, question mark, right? Now, in this video, I remember, and I won't play it because just in case there's I'll try to do the stills on it, right? But I actually show some evidence if I'm correct in this video or follow it up with some evidence. But let's see if why is this taking its time? But there's the date, right? Because I just want to show you all, because I get accused of all sorts in this fandom, as you know. I mean, literally there, the video was November 15th.
Yeah.
Right. So this news has been floating about quite a while. So if this guy that's supposed to have a hit rate on the Sacha Dhawan stuff, and now he's coming out and saying Maxine Alderton is rumored to be showrunner, well then that is actually quite a coincidence. Now I'm gonna see if I do. I'll just see if I show any screenshots here, because I do remember I did do a video. I think it was a slideshow video. It could be a slideshow video where I show actually a screenshot where it actually says that Maxine Alderton is going to be showrunner. There was something I seen.
Yeah,
I don't think.
here. I'm just reading on the website now at the minute. There's a rumor floating around. They're debating that August, apparently late August, is Series 13 premiere.
Yeah, I know. Still seems a bit too.
It seems a bit, especially when they were saying that John Bishop said in an interview last week that they're filming to July. So I think it would be a bit quick to get wrapped up and get it out the door by August. You know.
Right, let's see what it's only a 7-minute video. Let's see what I said last year, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what I said last year. Right, so I'm going to put the volume up. Here we go. So this is, hold on, start at the beginning there, buddy. This was before I had an intro, by the way, and stuff. This is the early days. Well, not early days, but. News on a potential new showrunner for Series 13, Maxine Alderton. Now, Maxine Alderton is one of the writers that's slated to write for Series 12. She's also done a program called The Worst Witch. She's also done a bit of work on Emmerdale, and she's commissioned, obviously, to write an episode, as I said, for Series 12. But this is the most interesting thing. Doctor Who Series 13, BBC, and she is one of the co-writers. So people are speculating that this woman may be the next showrunner. Now, as we said the other day, there is a possibility that Chibnall will stay on, but as I said, that's just a possibility, and BBC are still looking. Now, I've had a word with my sources, Eddie's had a word with their sources. This is why I'm running with this news, because this is rumbling around. So Maxine Alderton could be the new showrunner for Series 13. Now, I will put the little screenshot of the information that we have. I will put it up on a video after this video. So I have done a screen, so I have to look for that. I have to look at the video. Will they go? Right, so that's what I said back in November, right? November 2019, by the way. Look at the date. November 2019. What are we in now? 2021. All right. Yep. So listen, as I said, man, I don't make crap up. I'm given information, and I reported on this in 2019. So I think of, it's ridiculous that I still get accused of all of this, of making stuff up. I don't make stuff up. I've no reason to make it up. I hope I actually didn't take these videos down because of what was going on. I'll find that Maxine Alderton stuff.
Yeah. I know she is involved in Series 13. Anyway, she's been listed as a co-writer, so I think she's either co-writing the episode or she is writing the episode. I think anyway. So yeah. At the end of the day, as Lee was saying there in the chat, she writes one episode and gets the top job. That shouldn't be the case. You need to have. If it was me picking a showrunner, you'd need to have about 4 or 5 solid episodes to your name before you're even considered for it.
Mm. Either that or the guy that's on Gallifrey base has been watching my videos, lads. I'm telling you, man. Because there we go. I have it here, and it's only a 52-second video. I hope there's no music in this. I actually have the video here. I love when things like this happen, because it goes to show that I'm not bullshitting, right? Even if it doesn't turn out to be true, the fact that I'm reporting the same thing that a guy that's gotten a hit rate on stuff tells me everything personally. Right, so there you go. Marty, wait, you see this. This video, right, is one of the old style videos that I used to do. So some of you might remember these and actually miss them. Now, I'm not going to play the music because knowing me at the time, because when I did videos like this, especially if they were 50, I never monetized this. So what I used to do was I used to use copyright music. Like, you could use it, you just get a claim. They get the revenue, you know what I mean? For me, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? So in the early days, especially when it was a small video like this, I didn't give a shit. So you could see it there. The Tarda Zone presents a brand new video, and look at this little spacey thing I used to use. Right, so we'll just let it play. Possible new showrunner, Series 13, right? There you go. Right, pause it there. So,
Yep.
Maxine Alderton writer, Doctor Who series 13, co-writer, right?
Yeah.
There you go. She's commissioned to write an episode on Series 12. And there's all our other work there. But there you go. Doctor Who Series 13. And she's the co-writer. So co-writer would suggest showrunner. Right, so we'll continue on. See, it's only a 52-second video. I think I'll just leave this up just to keep it there. At this stage, I was getting a lot of crap off people, and I just was kind of rubbing it in their faces. So as you can see, I am rubbing it in their faces. So that's what I had gotten at the time. Yeah, it does. It goes all the way down. So
Yeah.
And then I just say leave a comment there, hit the subscribe button. There you go. So so I've already reported on this, and the video, by the way, actually I should have showed you the date. I'll share it again there. So the date again, I just want to put this out here. So if there's still any doubters out there, just to show you that, don't be listening to people out there. So as you can see again, 15th of November, 2019, right?
Yeah.
And I hardly got any views for these videos, right? But I report them. See, this is the thing. They try to keep me quiet, but and here's the thing. I always say this, stuff that I always report on, right, eventually ends up coming out eventually, which is weird. So I must be a liar,
Well,
Marty, anyway, go ahead. What do you want to say anyway?
No, it's there's got to be something here. I think there definitely is something coming in March now. March hasn't been thrown around for no reason. They're saying the 8th of March and the 21st of March. I mean, could they? I know they probably wouldn't do it, but could you imagine if they announced the new showrunner on the 8th and the new Doctor on the 21st?
Oh, that'd be mad.
It wouldn't surprise me. It's like something they would do.
Yeah, true.
It's like something they would do, but we'll just have to wait and see. But the whole thing could be rubbish too. You just don't know. I never claim that none of this is fact. I just bring it to your attention to see what you think of it. And if it's true, it's true.
Exactly, and we have to make that point, even though I've done those videos in the past. Marty has brought this to our attention again. It's still all rumor and speculation until something is either verified or whatever. So I want to make that clear. But yeah, this is certainly interesting that this has popped up again. Seems like we've lost Marty. Oh no, there you go. No, it says your device is not connected, Marty. Your device is not connected, it's saying. Right, hello? Hello?
Hello, can you hear?
Yeah, no, he's gone again. He's gone again. While he's gone, I'm just going to do a quick refresh because the chat has gone a bit ropey. Hold on. Right, there I am. And there's right. We're back.
Yep. I think the Wi-Fi is just playing up a wee bit.
Yeah, I think it is here as well. Sure, last night I was playing bloody I was updating the bloody game, and halfway through the internet connection went and it started all over again. I was pissed. But there, I mean, look, it's being reported again. I reported it in 2019 because it was spoke about even back then. I'd actually even came across some evidence myself, which I showed you. There was a lot more that I threw up on my Twitter account at the time as well, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to see if I can. I'll obviously write in her name and the TARDIS own name and see if I can find any old tweets that I threw up at the time. But there's clearly something. There's clearly something in this, in my opinion, if it's being talked about again. Why would our name be brought back into the fold?
there's coming. There's something like the monkey beard guy has made it clear there is something coming. So whatever that will consist of, we'll have to wait and see. But you know, uh, I think it would be great if the confidential rumor and the episodes been longer are true. Even though I know a lot of people despise this era,
Yeah, yeah.
I think longer episodes might help ever so slightly.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, there's two parts of that news, yeah, that do sound very good. The extended running time of an episode. But Doctor Who Confidential is one program that I think BBC shot themselves in the foot when they got rid of it originally. They should never have got rid of that originally. In fairness, that's after watching the episode, everybody switched over to BBC Three to watch
yeah,
Confidential, and Confidential was a highly successful show.
I really like.
Obviously, as the quality of the show dipped, obviously the quality, not Gallifrey Base. I'm all muddled now. Doctor
Confident.
Who Confidential, the ratings took a hit because the main show wasn't doing well. But I mean, if you wanted to know how they did things in an episode, Doctor Who Confidential was the place to go. There was always lovely interviews with the showrunners and the cast and the crew and how they designed the monsters and came up with different concepts. It was great. For me, I'd love Confidential to come back.
It'd be good to see because especially I know you say the writings obviously not the greatest, but I think now with I think especially with how the show looks now. I know this looks aren't everything. When that can be used in a lot of senses, but
Yeah.
I think when it comes to the show, the current era, I think even though we do give off a bit Chibnall on the right, the one thing you can't deny is that it looks the best it's ever been. And I think it would be great if there was if Confidential showed how they were able to do certain shots and this, that, and the other. Especially for somebody like me that studied in the media industry, I'd say I always found the show very interesting. So I think it would be great if they did bring it back.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, exciting times ahead. As I said, keep an eye on Gallifrey Base for us anyway. With all the information you give me anyway, you do know I do have a chat with me sources anyway to see if there's anything in this like I did the last time. But
I sure go
or
with the
it'll be interesting to see if they have anything to
game.
say. But right now it's the weekend, so I'm going to let them enjoy their weekend, and then I'll get on to them first thing Monday, and
Yeah,
we will cover this. Then I'll bring Marty on like I did the last time, and we will discuss it. What I've gotten and see what he has to say, because the last time I brought loads of people on, he never really got a chance to actually discuss what I had put out there, which was in contradiction to the news that Marty put out, and he was very gracious, I mean, Marty doesn't have a hump on his back. He just reports what he sees, just like myself, and he knows that. But I just want to say to YouTubers out there, right? You give Marty his credit for finding this. He's the guy that brought it to the fandom's attention. Okay, he comes onto this channel and brought it to the fans' attention. Now, the Maxine Alderton stuff, yes, you can credit me with that because I spoke about it in 2019. So if I see any YouTubers out there covering this news, yeah, and you fail to mention Marty and the Tarda Zone, I'll be going in and I'll be letting you know because I'm sick of this. You can't be going around stealing other people's news. All right, especially when people work hard, like Marty works hard, investigating these different platforms, and myself working hard, trying to research and get and talking to the sources and stuff. I'm putting my neck out there just as much as Marty is. But we will make this one thing clear. Everything that we've spoke about here on the channel today is all rumor and speculation. Remember that. Again, I've had to put rumor in. I should have put it about 10 times actually in the title of this video, but I think I've only put it in once this time because there are still people out there that still don't get the difference between rumor and fact, and it's annoying me. And you should be honest with your subscribers and not be trying to make someone out to be a liar. And that's exactly what's happening. I'm not having it. So you give Marty the credit that he deserves. And the Maxine Alderton news, yes, you can give me credit because I spoke about in 2019. This guy is speaking about it on Gallifrey base only today or whenever it was he posted that up. But I've been speaking about Maxine Alderton since Series 13. Oh, since November 2019. So, yeah, I think that's it really. So the big news is there's rumored return of Doctor Who Confidential. Also, the other rumor is that each episode of Series 13 will be over 60 minutes long. And what was the other one? The other one was Maxine Alderton. He's also brought up Maxine Alderton that we spoke about in 2019. Now, Marty has said, go ahead, Marty, sorry.
No, I was just going to say I'm confidential too.
And Doctor Who, And I just want to make it clear that if Marty gets any more updates, he will let us know. But I just want those YouTubers out there to give the guy bloody credit. All right? Because he works hard to get this stuff first. So, you know, if you're a YouTuber out there and you're covering this, because I mean, I watched that video of the person that you were talking about, and I was actually quite shocked the way they came across. Like they mentioned me at the start, but you could tell it was killing them mentioning the TARDIS zone. But he said, but the way they said it was, the TARDIS zone's reporting it, but a friend of mine told me about this stream and it's on Gallifrey Bay. So he's basically dismissing the fact that we actually brought it up first and said that was it. You know what I mean? And that's not fair. That's not fair. I don't care if you don't like me, right? Or you don't like the fact that I'm putting out this stuff because it might be true, or you think I'm a liar, right? Why are you reporting yourself then if you think it's bullshit? You know what I mean? Give the credit where the credit is due, or shut the feck up. Right, anything else you want to add before we leave? Because obviously we're in an hour and a half for the classic stream.
Hopefully, maybe if I see anything, I'll let you know. But you never know. An hour and a half, something could break again. You just never know on this form. You just
well, let me know. Let me know. You never, yourself. You know yourself. If anything pops up, you let me know. We'll if we have to squeeze in another little quick stream, we will. We're going to keep on top of this. So March 8th, International Women's Day. Again, this date seems to be floating around. Will that be the date that they announce the new showrunner? Right? Then the 21st of March is another date that has been thrown out. And Marty has said, well, could they announce the new Doctor then? We're only speculating here because that's what we do when we get new rumors. But you know what? It's if it does happen, right? If it happens in March, right? If it happens in March, then I will say this out straight to you. If that happens in March, then there is a high possibility that the person that's saying that Doctor Who is gonna drop in August could well be right. Because I always believe if they were going to announce Jodie Whittaker's departure, it'd be a last minute thing. Now, if they're going to do it in March, then that gives them March, April, May, June, July, August. That gives them a few months to go if they haven't chosen a new doctor, or if they have, that gives them a few months breathing space before the actual series drops. But listen, look, this is all very interesting. It's as I said, this fandom is going to be very excited and at the same time cautious with all of this stuff coming out. Yeah. But I do want people to remember that Marty deserves the credit, and he should be given the credit because he's the one that found the information. He came to us because obviously he's been on this channel a long time. He's a friend of this channel, to be honest. So he came to me with it, and we're grateful for that. But again, I would say just because you hate me, you shouldn't be going around doing what you're doing. Give the credit where the credit is due, for God's sake. All right, and stop this nonsense, right? Because I don't want to have to go and call people out. Because if you think I won't call people out, you clearly don't know me. I'm not going to have people steal information or try to say or ignore the fact that we brought it up first. We brought it up on this channel. The fandom wouldn't know what's going on Gallifrey base if we weren't talking about it on YouTube, because there's only me and another YouTuber that's talking about this. Okay, and the other YouTuber didn't even have the decency to give Marty a shout out. I mentioned my channel in passing as if, you know, because I've had a run in with this person, so they don't like me. So that's what it's all about. So, you know, there's been lots of stuff. And Jack, I seen your comment. There's been plenty. There's plenty of videos there. Do you want to check them out, pal? We've got plenty of other stuff from Gallifrey base on the channel. Go and check out all the videos, mate, and then come back and watch this one. And I guarantee you, man, you put it all together, you know, it's all quite very interesting. I have to be honest. It's I don't know. We're in for some exciting times in this fandom. I honestly do believe it.
Yeah.
I did say the next couple of months and weeks and months are going to be very, and it's already happening. It's already happening. Now, of course, newspapers are not going to pick up on sites like Gallifrey Base or anything like that. But there is no news on the mainstream media at the moment. They're rehashing old stories and stuff like that. So I know some people out there will say, well, you shouldn't be going to YouTube for your source of news. I disagree with that. Because I think there are genuine YouTubers out there that are genuine about what they do. I'm not blowing smoke up my own ass, but I'm one of them, right? I don't do any of this for anything else but to try and inform the fandom. You know what I mean? And I'm not in it for to upset anybody. I'm not in it for anything else but putting it out there and letting yous have a good old debate and a chin wag about it. Because you know what, folks? That's what we used to do in the fandom years ago, and it used to be accepted, but not anymore. Not anymore. If you actually put out rumor and speculation, they're calling you a liar, because they're telling their supporters, well, what Noel's putting out is fact. He's saying it's fact. You know, that's the way they put it across. I have never, ever said it's fact. Marty will always say when he comes on here, the first thing he always says is, before we start, rumor and speculation. He makes that clear. I make that clear. So again, you know I have to keep saying, I shouldn't have to keep saying this, but I have to keep saying this until I get it through to the other side's thick skulls that we're not in the habit of making shit up for the sake of it. And if Gallifrey Base is reporting on something that I reported on in 2019, you know, what can I say? I just don't know what to say anymore. Marty, would you like to finish up with before we leave, mate?
Nothing really. Just all I would say really is not to, maybe this probably sounds cheesy, but strap in and hold on to your hold on, because I do think something is coming, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what it is.
Well, what's the date now? It's the 20th of February. We've got 28 days? Yeah. So we've only got a week left in this. We've only got a week left in this month. 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks and a day is International Women's Day, right? No. Yes. Yeah. 2 weeks. Right? Is International Women's Day, right? If they do it on International Women's Day, that is so... Look, if they do it on International Women's Day, BBC have shown one thing to me. They are not willing to change at all.
We could be sitting here in 2 weeks' time talking about the new showrunner of Doctor Who, Maxine Alderton. You never know.
That's it. Right, folks. Don't forget we are back in an hour and a half for the visitation. Now, in the meantime, in between that, if Marty happens to find any more, we'll do a quick stream. I was only going half an hour. We've already went 10 minutes over, but I'll be strict on the next one. We'll literally just throw the information out there, give a brief word, and then we will end. But if anything else comes in the meantime, Marty will let us know. And as I said,
Yep.
don't forget this week's story is The Visitation, Peter Davison.
Great story.
So get your DVDs or your Blu-rays or whatever you have ready. We are going live in less than an hour and 20 minutes. So join us then. So Marty, listen, I just want to thank you as usual for coming on and actually sharing that information with us on the Tarda Zone, because you could very easily just go onto Twitter or go onto Facebook and post all of this, but you came to me and you've helped this channel, and I have to be honest, thank you very much. It means a lot. It really does.
Like I just, that's what I do. I'm not. I know there's a lot of people in the comments saying da da da, this, that, and the other. I'm only at the end of the day. I'm not saying these are. I know most of these aren't happy with it, but at the end of the day, it might not be true. It might be true, but it's I know these aren't doing it, but don't shoot the messenger. You just have to. I'm just telling you what's been said, and that's
exactly. That's another thing, though, as well. As soon as we say and I do see a few people in the chat kind of, it's a rumor. So, and they dismiss it straight away. Again, I'll say to you guys as well in the chat, remember, this is what used to happen in the fandom for decades. I don't know why this rumor and speculation mill has become a dirty thing, right? This is something that has literally happened in the fandom since what? The early days when when the show start getting traction and I had a fan base, people start speculating about stuff. This is nothing new. So
back in the days of Outpost. I don't know if any remember Outpost or was it Outpost Gallifrey? Was it or Outpost Scarrow? Outpost Scarrow, I think it was.
Yeah,
it was before Gallifrey Base. Outpost Scarrow.
So I mean, look, you all need to kind of take a step back, right? Yes, we know they're rumors. We make it clear that they're rumors, but just don't dismiss them offhand, because we don't want to become the other side. Remember, this is what the fandom is all about. Someone puts out new stuff there, says it's rumor, right? Our job as a fandom to read the rumors and then to come up with our own thoughts and whatever we speculate. You know what I mean? That's it. But it's become a dirty thing to do that now, and we must be careful not to end up like the other side. Remember, it's all rumor and speculation until it's either verified by the BBC or nothing comes of it. Simple as that. So come on, folks. All I'll just say is just be a little bit more, just be a little bit more relaxed about it. We're not saying any of this is fact. And we know that some of you are kind of getting annoyed about the rumours. But I have to be honest with you, there's a lot of people out there that like that I do this because it gives the fandom something to do, to speculate, to come up with their own ideas, come up with their own theories. This fandom bloody, in fairness, let's be honest, if I wasn't doing this and nobody was covering any sort of rumours or speculation, this fandom would be bored. We wouldn't be talking to each other right now. That's the thing. We wouldn't be talking because the Chris Chibnall has created an era, created an atmosphere where you see it. These guys don't talk. They don't like doing any of this. It's absolutely ridiculous. But listen, I'm going to stop now. But Marty, listen, thanks for coming on. I really do appreciate it. And I'm going to leave you now with some of Lee's fantastic work. He's trailers. But tonight we have this, folks. So that's tonight. We start at 6:30. So come and join me for that. The link is already up, by the way. So if you could do me a favor and share it everywhere you are, if you could share it for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also the Irish Geek. But tomorrow we have this, the return of Now that's tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Now also on the same night on the Irish Geek, we'll be live on the Irish Geek. So as soon as we finish the new Who stream, we'll be heading over to the Irish Geek, and you can join myself there tomorrow. So yeah, so that's everything, I suppose. So listen, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate you all coming in and watching all my streams today. The ones on the Irish Geek and also the ones here as well. I have to say those advertisements near the end actually did annoy me. And I know some of you were saying, it's supposed to be a bit of fun. I do agree, it is supposed to be a bit of fun, but if I'm annoyed about something, I'm not going to be told how I should feel. If I'm annoyed about an ad, I'm going to come out and say something. If I thought it was something, I'm going to complain. I'm sorry. You know me. I'm not going to hide me dislike of something, And they did near the end really annoy me. I actually thought the Irish Spring soap ones were a lot funnier. I'm just sick of the stereotypes. That's all it is, and it did kind of get to me a little bit. So yeah, check them out anyway. I do a reaction to the Leaping Leprechaun movie as well. Leaping Leprechauns. I can't even say it with a straight face. But we'll see you later on. Here is the final and the channel trailer. See you later, folks. Oh, and I forgot to thank me moderators and everybody in the chat. Sorry, folks. And I'll talk to you later on. See you, folks.